I think it's great to push the envelope a little bit. And sure, you're talking about Alfred doing some provocative things. I don't think that's a problem, quite frankly.
Can I ask you a question here?
Is it about your birthday? I already feel bad about your birthday.
No, you should feel bad about it. And frankly, if I don't
I'm gonna get you a gift, all right?
If I don't get a Snapchatted picture of you on the cross later, literally taken as you're being flogged, I'm not gonna be happy about the birthday scenario.
Well, I figured that, yeah, that's payment enough, I guess. Does it have to be actual crucifixion, or can it just be like me tied on there? I don't want a nail through the hand.
Yeah, why not?
Gosh, it is a high level of
then
friendship.
You could say that you got nailed.
That is, well, and that I would owe you again, so then I'd have to still get you another gift.
Was the guy, this is going to be a sus question, was the Roman guard who put the nails in Christ's hand, does he count as being gay? Now, I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying, like, because technically he nailed Jesus.
He did nail Jesus. Which is, like, really gay. I mean, normally, right?
Like, I'm not saying... Here, let's look at the map. I'm not saying
so I did all the hard work, and now, like, let me take over.
I'm not saying that's a problem. I'm just wondering if that counts. Like, it's
an honest question. And is it blasphemy? I think so. But, listen, you're just here to ask the honest questions and let people react to it. I think it's very interesting.
Hit Yu-Gi-Oh card honest. Also, there's one in Lacey Towers that I saw, so I targeted Lacey Towers.
That's where we're going. Okay.
But, can you go to the Batcave first, though, and get us a new suit?
Yes, it's about time.
You have to be on the ground to fast travel. It is the dumbest shit.
Okay.
There you go. Perfect. So, no, I was going to ask you that, but there was something else I was going to ask you, too. What were we talking about before this?
Mostly me missing your birthday. You know, I'll probably look at like the Funko range, or maybe even a new movie that
you don't have to. You don't have to give me a birthday present. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Well, no,
I don't want a present.
Dude, I'm getting you a present now.
No, don't talk to Alfred. He's already said everything.
If I may, that Joker won't rest until he sees you dead. You're going to need to keep an eye on him.
I intend to.
A wise choice. As we've seen tonight, Gotham's prison system leaves quite a bit to be desired.
There's been some talk of opening up a new facility, someplace more secure.
Arkham.
How did you know?
Because it always comes back to Arkham.
What?
But I never heard that. Why did we get that thing for getting all the Alfred wisdom if that was another one?
You can just get more? And that was... What do you mean it always comes back to Arkham? What does that mean?
Well, Arkham already existed, but maybe they wanted... Like, I think the point was that they were going to fortify Arkham as more of a treatment facility for these guys.
For the loonies. What about... So, have we done...
52.
Have we done this
We haven't done... Yeah, we have, but we haven't done Red Sun or New 52, really.
I like New 52. That's what we'll do.
I think we do that, and I think next time we do Red Sun.
I like that. I thought we did Red Sun already.
Well, I really didn't think we did, but maybe. I thought we did by Gaslight. Are you going to go to Lacey?
Yeah.
That's the only one I see.
Oh, it's not even that. Okay, yeah, we can do that.
But yeah, no, this was the question I was actually going to ask you. So I made a tweet.
Another one? Dude, you gotta stop with the tweets.
No, I can't. So this is not, I don't think this is controversial. I don't think it is, but maybe it is. So, can you skip this maybe? Because it gets really loud.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting.
I guess I can just turn it down, but I made a tweet that I do not think is controversial, but it could be. Now, I want to know your thoughts on it.
Of course.
I said, it is extremely dangerous to have groups of people who are above criticism through comedy. Everyone should be able to take a joke. There is a difference between comedy and mean-spirited harassment, but the idea that Group X can't be joked about because that's just bad is absurd. What do you think about this?
Well, I'd love to cancel you right now to start with.
Anyways, down with MAP. No, I'm just kidding. Wait, why am I kidding? I don't like MAPs. I don't like people who are attracted to kids. That's fucked up. Yeah, down with MAPs.
That's what a MAP is?
Yeah, minor attracted person.
Oh.
It's a pretty word for the ped.
A pedophile?
Yeah.
Why is it just a pedophile?
Because like there is a whole subculture on Twitter and other websites now glorifying it and saying, well, it's just a preference.
That's not how that works.
No. No. But you know what's funny? I remember years ago, the whole Christians argument about people being gay was like, oh, what's next? Are we going to be into kids and like animals? And now, like, I'm just saying, there's people trying to do that now and trying to use people who are being very accepting of two consenting adults. Do you get what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
Like, let's say you and me going to Bone Town. There's people trying to be, like, use the good faith of general people that are like, hey, listen, this is just two adults who are living their lives, and they can do whatever they want. Mm-hmm. And that's fine. And there are people trying to use that goodwill and general accepting tolerant nature, which it always should have been, because it's, hey, listen, this doesn't infringe anyone's rights. This is America. You can do what you want. You don't infringe anyone's rights. If people don't like it, they don't have to, but they tolerate it because this is America.
Sure.
People are trying to use that good faith argument to justify vile things now. Isn't that sad?
Dude.
Check the building, by the way. Is there a building? Is there something in that building up there?
Oh, my alibi. Let's see. No, actually.
What about the one down there?
No, it's the police one we already did. Thank God. I'm so glad we don't have that
so
one.
bad.
I hate it.
All right. You can go to the bridge.
So we're done with buildings there.
Yeah, do you want to... Oh, wait. What's on the bridge real quick? Is that a... Oh, get the data handler and then let's start...
That.
Yeah.
For sure.
Let's start doing that. But isn't that sad that people are trying to use that to justify bad things now? Like, actual, genuine bad things. Like, they're trying to be like, well, you accept gay people? It's like, yeah, because those are two adults doing whatever they want. Or... two kids, like two teenagers that are gay, doing whatever they want.
Sure.
The difference is there's no power dynamic imbalance, there's no abuse, there's nothing like that. I mean, you want to talk about a bad gay relationship? Sure, a relationship where maybe someone beats someone else or, like, psychologically manipulates them, anything like that.
It exists,
They can have that just like a straight relationship can. But it's not about it being gay. The problem is there is a moral problem with you being a ped. That is wrong. Like, no sane person is running around being like, it's fine.
Well, when has that ever been? I guess I'm confused when that's ever been in question. Like, why is that?
It's not in question with the general public, but people are trying to make it be in question. Like I'm saying, there are people online, a lot of them now, trying to justify their thing, their preference, with that logic. By saying that, oh, well, you accept this, this, and this, why not this? And it's like, are you kidding me?
That's insane to me.
It's insanity.
That's literally insane.
It's actual insanity, I'm telling you. I'm not laughing because it's funny, I'm laughing because it's sad. You know what I mean?
Genuinely, yes. Yeah, well, I cannot believe that's a thing. Right,
yeah, no, it's a real thing. Now,
Wow.
Very obviously, I clearly disagree with it, but it is a real... How are you supposed to do that?
I don't understand how to do this at all.
Oh. This is annoying.
Can I land on it like that? Okay. Did I get it?
No. So you have to start there, and then you're going to have to, like, land specifically on that one, and then you're going to have to, like, aim... Oh. Never mind.
No, it worked.
So I thought you were going to have to go here and land
not
specifically on that one, and then boost over there, and then turn around and come back on that one.
I was terrified. That's what was going to happen, yeah.
Okay. Dude, the data handler's up on top of the bridge, by the way.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we'll have to get up there.
But yeah, no, I'm not saying, like... I'm not using that logic, by the way. I'm not.
No, I know.
I'm not using, like, the 90s logic of, we accept this, what's next? I'm saying, no, there are people actually trying to use that logic to their favor now that are not religious, that are trying to justify their own thing.
Which I never really, I guess, I shouldn't be entirely surprised, but I never thought that there would be a time where that would be something that's, like, trying to get justified, except from actual, like, pedophiles who are in prison. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only time that makes sense to me where they're trying to justify it. They're actually, like, it's a problem and they need to be in prison.
Well, this is the problem, is these people don't get... I understand, like, look, I don't feel bad for them. I do think that it is a mental illness type thing. I think that something in your brain didn't develop the way it should have. You know, this is something I was talking to, I think, Nate about. Now, just because it is that doesn't mean it's excusable, though. That's the difference, right? So, when people are teenagers, like, let's say, flashback to when you were 12. You're a 12-year-old. This is just accepted information. It is okay for you to find other 12-year-olds attractive. 12-year-olds date each other.
Right.
That's fine. But it does seem like there's certain people who never developed mentally in that way, or they had, like, a crossed wire or something. Some of them are just straight up, like, on purpose, like, know that they're bad and abusive, and they are into that stuff because of the power imbalance, but it does seem to me like there's a lot of people who just never mentally develop beyond that stage to where they should have.
Yeah.
And I think that those people should be identified and put in places where they can, one, not hurt anyone, and two, receive some kind of psychological therapy to hopefully move them past it. I don't think... Now, once you offend, that to me is like, okay, look, yes, you had that problem, but you could have said no, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you always have an active choice. You know, it's the same thing with, like, there are tons of active sociopaths in the world who are not serial killers. They didn't choose to be a sociopath, right, generally?
Right.
But they could choose to be a serial killer. They don't. They go into things like business, and they're like a cutthroat CEO, stuff like that. That's a real thing. I'm not saying they're great people, but they find a different way to, you know, steer clear of the problem. Because we had like a weird video glitch where we had to start over the clip. All I was getting at with that is, isn't it crazy how far society has fallen with what is considered morally acceptable? That people can make that argument.
Yeah, I would absolutely. I mean, it's kind of it's genuinely a bit. I mean, it's obviously shocking, but it's just bizarre that that's actually a thing that people are like trying to justify in any capacity. When has that ever been cool? Like, when are people like, well, no, it's just kind of...
When's it been cool? Like, hey, it's a new trend.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
New TikTok trend. I kidnapped a kid.
Why is this, like, epic gamer move right now? I don't understand.
Well, and that's what I'm saying is, you know, what I was getting at before was there were always these people... Oh, was that it, dude? Like, turn around real quick, because that... No?
Is this it?
Not it?
No, I don't think so.
It could be under the bridge, too, but
That makes more sense than on top, but...
I have no idea. You know, that's my thing, is it's not... Because I think sometimes people get so hung up on the fact of, like, hey, listen, you're this thing. And it's like, yes, that's bad, but my problem with it is actions, you know? Like, you're committing actions that hurt people. Or
Correct.
Even engaging in illicit materials. The reason that those are illegal is because in order for those to be produced, some kid has to get hurt. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's not because you're watching some video. It's because for there to be a market for that, kids have to be hurt. It's not fake, you know? And so, what I'm getting at with this is, like, I sincerely wish there was a better way to identify those people, get them some kind of psychological help. And I'm not saying, you know, and a lot of people are like, well, they like this, they don't deserve help. It's like, I'm not as much about that. It's more just like, once you start committing those vile acts, I have no sympathy for what happens to you after. But if you just have this mental crossed-wired thing, I just want you out of general society to get help.
Yes.
And, like, get not be around kids. You know what I mean?
For sure.
That's what I want. Like, I don't care about, like, oh, we have identified this person likes this thing, kill them. It's like, no, but, you know, I also don't feel bad for them when it's like, there's a story like some guy's son got molested and he killed the guy. I don't feel bad for that guy either, because that person still made a choice to hurt somebody, you know?
Right.
So that's my thing with the whole thing, is it's just sad. It's just sad that the argument could be, and I would actually be fine with this argument, hey, listen, these people didn't choose to have a mental illness. No one chooses that, fine. But, like, we're trying to pretend it's not a mental illness. Mm-hmm. That is extremely different. That is not the same at all. We are, like, worlds apart on this.
Absolutely. Well, and I think your point about, like, they shouldn't be in society. You're a legitimate danger to society. And those people that are in society tend to be, you know, that's where you have a lot of really horrific crimes, is when these people aren't identified. And so, yeah, like you said, I'm not saying these people should be banished to the Shadow Realm forever without any attempt to help them.
I like the Shadow Realm reference.
but I think that also this shouldn't be something that's like we're making excuses for and being like, yeah, let's put a friendly label on this, and like these people are just you know, they're just
misunderstood.
Yeah, that's not what that is, dude.
But tomorrow, if they said, hey, listen, we identified, oh, there's a thing right there. We identified a spot in the brain that causes these people to be like this, and we can remove it very easily. Like, we can just, like, laser it, like laser eye surgery.
Lobotomize, yeah.
Not lobotomize their brain, but I'm saying...
That's what you're saying, is what it sounds like.
Yes, I know that's what it sounds like, but I'm saying, like, let's just say there's one tiny little dot, and they're like, listen, this is pointless. All it does is make you like kids. I don't know why that part. I don't know why that part of the brain's there, but let's just say it is. It's like an abnormality, like a tumor or something.
Right.
And they were like,
a pedophilia part of your brain. Okay.
God.
Yeah.
Or like some kind of genetic thing. Like, hey, listen, this gene is mutated, but we can introduce this thing to fix it. That kind of stuff. If they could just do that and fix those people, I don't think that like the general. I mean, I feel like that's easier than like, well, they should all just die because they have that mental illness. I just think I don't want kids getting hurt. You know what I mean? I'm not as much about like the vindictive part of it as that. It's more to me like protecting kids.
Sure.
But once somebody does that, I don't feel bad for them if someone kills them.
No.
Either.
No,
I know
absolutely
that's
not.
still murder, but like I don't care.
Because it's just disgusting and wrong, and you're ruining a poor child. Yeah, no.
And it doesn't bother me that like because there are stories of that, especially from like the 70s and stuff, where it's like, oh well, Lester down the street touched Tom's kid, and Tom and a bunch of other guys killed him.
Lester
and covered
is
it up.
definitely a pedophile. Man,
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
For sure. Listen, it's in the name, Lester the molester. I mean, it's right there.
Mo Lester.
Yeah.
That's his first name is Mo.
Correct.
But once we hit that point, I just don't feel bad for them either.
No, I agree.
What is going on here? This is such a struggle to watch right now.
I can't find it, dude.
Can I try?
Give it a shot.
Let me
see what
mess around.
happens.
Let me mess around here real quick. So,
Unless I don't think it's underneath though. Because I've checked up at the top. I've looked all around. We've already solved that puzzle.
you're sure it's not underneath?
No, that's what I'm saying is where I was going to go next, because I have no idea where else it could be. So it could be underneath. Up against that wall, maybe?
Oh, whoops! Sorry, wrong button.
Oh, other side. Maybe? I don't know. 'Cause that's just where I took out the stash.
Right. Speaking of stash, you can't grow one.
Do whatever, man!
Are you mad about it? Does it like upset you?
It really does, because I've got like I feel pretty confident. I mean, there's like some small
You
patches
shouldn't, but okay.
on the side, but just an immense amount of confidence on the jaw and the chin. I feel really good about that. Tightened up my neck beard, so there's nothing there.
Yeah, you're tight, all right.
Yeah, real tight. And there's but like the mustache is just a real issue, and I don't understand why. Because everything else is nice and plush for the most part. And I shouldn't say that it's like a fantastic beard by any means. It's a bit beyond a 5 o'clock shadow. But the mustache just won't grow in, and I'm furious about it.
Well, it depends.
I've been getting casually roasted where people are like passive aggressively like, that's a really nice beard.
What the heck?
What's up with the mustache?
Yeah, what's going on?
And I don't like that.
Can't you fix it?
Yeah, and I can't. I want to. Oh, wait. There's a window. Go back. Yeah, see it?
Where? Here?
Go to the right. Right there.
Oh, good catch.
Thank you, dude. Thank you so much.
Nope.
Tell me how great I am.
But so
Do it.
I was going to ask
Dude, go
you,
back to that.
When you say that your wife likes the beard,
Yeah.
what do you mean by that? Do you mean she likes how it looks or feels?
She likes that she is a beard, is what I said.
Got it. Okay, so she likes what we got going on.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, good. That is the correct answer.
Thank you.
This is like, on KDWB, how they would do like that War of the Roses thing where
Yeah.
they'd call, and so people who don't know about KDWB, I know that they have iHeartRadio, so they're technically nationwide.
Yeah.
But mainly they're a Minnesota thing. And they are a pop culture / pop music radio station. They would do a whole thing where they get someone a bundle of roses and they say, hey, listen, you won this free complimentary roses. Who do we send this to? And if the guy or girl is cheating, they'll be like, oh, send it to my side piece, that kind of thing. And they'll tell them that. But the whole time, the other person, the actual partner, is on the phone with them, listening in.
Yeah.
And then they have them confront each other, Jerry Springer style.
It's the best.
So I would
It's on
like-
every, I think, Thursday or Tuesday. It's one of those.
First off, I'd like to take that further and introduce gladiatorial combat to the mix.
Right, absolutely, I agree.
But secondly, I was going to say, like, what you got going on, it was like a whole War of the Roses thing here. I actually have your wife listening in.
Wait, no.
And I was listening in, too, since I was in the conversation.
Wait, so then, if I said my wife, then would you have been furious?
Yeah, I have a gun over there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I would have run and grabbed it.
And then just like shown me, or what is that?
I would have been like, hey, look, I got a new gun.
That's okay. Cool.
And then I would have wanted to get your opinions on it. Like, hey, what do you think about my gun?
I'm glad you value my opinion that way. That's really cool.
Yeah, that is actually the only reason that I would have gotten your opinion.
Oh, I see.
Do you see?
Yeah, it's right there. One more time. Do it.
Oh.
Oh, wait, is it still open? Oh, hurry! 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 Hurry!
And then we need to stop this crime, dude.
Go! Go! It's in progress. Wait, do we need to?
It's impregnated?
It's impregnated. We've impregnated this crime.
I highly doubt we need to. Oh, there was one back there I'm gonna need to get real quick.
Yeah.
This guy is crying, he's pretending. I thought that we needed to do it for a challenge.
Yes!
Like, I thought we had to finish these crimes.
I thought we did.
Did we?
Maybe we did. What's up with the Spider-Man game? You know, you've got them going on the whole game, and they still pop up, even after you've done all the districts.
That's true. Dude, are you... Okay, well, I just blanked completely.
You!
Are you excited for the sequel to that?
Yeah, I just hate that it's not coming out till 2023. Did you see that?
You know what's weird? I don't care, and here's why. I have so many games I feel like I can play right now that it's... I get the hype thing, right? You know, like, I'm not saying, like, oh, I want things to just take forever, but... Okay. To me...
That guy's piecing you off, dude. We gotta get that guy.
To me, it's annoying that, you know, I don't have enough time. So, the more games that want to wait a few years or whatever, fine. You know, I'm okay with it. That's all I'm saying.
With Chris Kyle here, just dicing you up. But yeah, no, I get what you mean.
Yeah,
sure.
Chris Benoit is really enjoying his career right now. He was like, well, I found one member of the family, where are the other ones?
And now he's been going after you, dude.
Doesn't, like, the WWB, or
WB Montreal.
doesn't WB want to put him in their next game? No, doesn't WWE pretend he didn't exist?
Pretty much, yeah.
They, like, won't reference him. Same with Hulk Hogan.
They don't mention Hulk anymore?
They didn't want to for a long time because of his whole N-word thing.
Oh, right, yeah.
I think they were just mad he didn't ask Xavier Woods for the pass.
He should, and he should have, dude. And he would have been just fine if he did. No, I think, like, with Benoit, I get it, because that was horrific. And, like, let's just not... I mean, it sucks because he is one of, if you watch some of his matches and everything that he did, ignoring, which he can't, but, like, if you're just looking at his career itself, he's one of the most technical, like, gifted wrestlers ever. And him and Eddie Guerrero were awesome.
Yeah.
But he, like, went nuts.
Well, it's crazy. His final match was like a 3-on-1. And
Like
he took out everyone.
Yeah. I bet. Oh, yeah, dude. He was incredible.
No, I'm talking about his family. It was a 3-on-1.
Oh.
And he was still able to win. Think about that. Think about how good of a wrestler you have to be to fight 3 opponents at the same time in an uncontrolled environment without a script and win. They should be praising the guy's career, not hiding it.
He did come out of there relatively unscathed. And then
Like, the only person that was able to beat Chris Benoit in his final fight was himself. I'm just saying, think about how talented that is. Imagine you're so good, the only person who can actually stop you is you. That's crazy.
That is amazing, man. And what an astute observation that is. That is... Oh,
Look,
my...
I'm just saying what other people are too afraid to say.
No, I think you're right, man, and I'm really glad you said it. Because he was... I can't.
Do you think he used his signature move? That's what I would ask the cops.
And who was the ref? Who...
Hold on, they're hanging onto the ring.
We got... Oh my gosh. But yeah, they do not mention Chris Benoit anymore. At all.
It's a shame. I feel like there's a lot of good stuff you could do with that.
With Vayita.
Look, they had, like, Demon Kane, like... Remember when Kane, oh, no. when Triple H was disguised as Kane and he like pretended to desecrate that woman's body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
They can do that, but they can't do Chris Benoit.
Do you remember when John Cena was in his Doctor of Thugonomics phase?
Yeah.
And Undertaker was allegedly dead. Like, he had lost a buried alive match, and he went to a graveyard where it said Undertaker on the tombstone, and he literally whipped out his Johnson and started peeing on the gravestone, and everyone was like, yeah, woo, and they're like watching him pee on this gravestone.
Look, I'm getting shot at.
Dirt on your gang. So where is it?
And if I tell you where I hid it, I will.
I got the info.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. Yeah, dude, and when Edge and what's-her-face were banging in the middle of a ring, too?
What if they
Having
introduced...
some hardcore sex?
Well, here's the thing. What if they introduced a new character, Edge Lord? And
It's just
Edge.
the lead singer from Green Day, and they just...
No, it's just Edge. And
Wait,
he has
what?
he has on a Dylan jacket.
Edge does?
Yeah. And he, I'm just saying, like, he says some really edgy stuff, and he carries around a notebook.
So this is like...
It's like, so I'm combining a lot of things. I'm combining, the whole column newspaper situation.
Yeah.
And I'm combining Edge, of course. And also, like, when he comes in, you hear, I walk a lonely run. Plays when he walks into the ring every time.
So this is a big Edge heel turn, is what you're saying.
Oh, the biggest, because I'm also going to combine the list of Jericho into this, but it's not really the list of Jericho. What it is it's a hit list. Like, he writes down your name, and it means that when he comes in, you're one of the first ones he's sending to the lunchroom.
Stay away from the tower, Batman. I've got work to do, and now you're just getting in my way. Well, I guess that's one way to solve a problem.
What do you think?
I think Vince McMahon is going to be thrilled.
Well, Vince McMahon was willing to say, what up, my N-word, to a bunch of people a bunch of times, but he won't do this. What a hypocrite. How do I get in here?
Yeah, that guy's going to grow up, man. Wait, look up.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Just as I suspected.
Wait.
Mine is the
Hold on.
superior intellect.
Well, I smashed
No hard
this.
feelings, I hope.
Better safe than smash, that's what I always say.
What, your driving instructor?
Yeah.
No one needs that callback.
What are you talking about, dude?
What's that? Oh.
That guy had the breath.
That's something. The breath?
His breath smelled like actual anus.
Dude, Nate was over here the other day, and his breath was so bad.
Really?
I'm telling you, it was like a disaster day for him.
Oh, no. Did you tell him, dude?
I
He's
told
gonna
him,
sit there.
and he just said thanks. And he didn't acknowledge it again. I think I hurt his feelings.
And then he maintained communicating the rest of the day?
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't talk the rest of the day.
Yeah, dude, he was very brazen about it.
Was he?
It was a pretty big ball move, if you ask me.
That is really baller, dude. So
Batman, you do realize
it is really tough when you got that tank breath, because it really just ruins your whole energy the rest of the day.
Also, is that a Spartan helmet? Look at that. Right there. Right there.
Yeah, that is.
No, literally, it looks like it.
That's Gerard Butler's Spartan helmet from the movie 300. Directed by Zack Snyder.
Oh, yeah, it was. The sequel wasn't.
That makes sense. The sequel sucked. Did you see the sequel?
Yeah, like, you get to watch Eva Green get dicked down, dude. What do you mean it
She did
sucked?
get dicked down, that's for sure.
You remember the whole room moved and everything?
Yeah, didn't she make some really weird jokes that were bizarre?
Who was the guy that she hooked up with? I feel like his name was Theoditis. He wasn't Leonidas because he wasn't cool enough.
No, yeah, it was off-brand. I think it was Jared Fogle or something.
Oh, Theotitus.
That's who it was. Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy.
Do you see that other... Wait, are there only 2 of these control boxes? I feel like this game does a lot to piss me off by going against
Take it easy, man.
convention. Yeah, so there was 2. In a video game, there's always a rule of 3. You always have 3 objectives that you go after to do one thing.
And pretty much everything in life is a rule of 3.
Do you think that has to do with Christian faith?
Possibly.
Next doors
Yeah. I
anyway.
mean, you see a lot of stuff with number 7 and there's I don't
3
know.
and 40.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's very interesting.
Because that's like one of those big numbers that meant, I mean, at the very least, it meant a lot to like European society.
For sure, yeah.
Batman. I mean, you took down all the towers, which means you foiled my plan. Except, oh wait, I already have all the data I need. And as soon as I'm done uploading it, so will everyone in Gotham.
There's still time for me to put an end to this.
True, there is. Just not very much. It was a valiant attempt, though. You get an A for effort, but an F for impact.
It's not how you spell impact or
idiots.
effort.
Enigma.
Batwing drop point enabled.
Job well done, dude. What time do you have, by the way? Is it cutting it close?
Yeah, 9/11. Are you wanting to be done? I feel like that's an interesting way to end. I mean, we can, or we can play about 5 more minutes. It's up to you.
Let's do it. Let's do 5 more
You want
minutes.
to do like 5 more minutes?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
How much do we have left, by the way? We can't be that far.
Well,
Wait, look at the Enigma thing. Go to the right. RB. 69. Dude, come on. 9/11, 69%?
did you know?
No, I didn't.
Oh, hey, an
But I'm
A.
happy I did. Yes.
Cool.
There can't be that much left of that.
No, you know, I feel like this is something that I don't know if I'll want to do for any other game. The 100% run.
Oh, with like Arkham Knight or anything?
Yeah.
Arkham Knight is a grind. to
Is
get
it
that done.
petty that I don't want to play Arkham Knight for a while, specifically because I've been annoyed by so many people about it? Not people just being nice and asking, hey, do you want to play Arkham Knight? But I mean, like, actually badgering me on, like, every video. Like, hey, so when are you going to play Arkham Knight? Or, hey, when are you going to play Arkham Knight? Like, why haven't you played Arkham Knight yet? Or, hey, what's up with this? Why don't you do this? You know, I'm not trying to be a dick, but is it a little petty that part of me is just kind of like, I don't know when I want to take the time to play that because of it? I'm not saying no. I'm just saying, like, it's hard for me to want to get excited on that one. At least with Origins, it didn't feel like... I mean, I never felt bothered by it. It was just like, yeah, I want to play Origins at some point. And people were like, cool. That'd be fun, you know?
Yeah.
And then sometimes people would bring it up, and they'd be like, hey, you still plan on playing Origins? I'd be like, yep. And that was it, you know? There was never any real issue with it. Never, like, anyone being a dick. Never... Nothing. Just, yeah. Want to play Origins sometime? Sure.
Do it. That'd be fun. Yeah.
And I don't care that people remind me. It hits a point where it's like, to me, like, come on. Like, can't we talk about something else for a little bit? Like, can't we talk about Superman for 10 minutes? Or can't we talk about, you know, this Star Wars thing? Do we really need to make it about when I'm going to play Arkham Knight? I appreciate the enthusiasm. I actually do, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that anyone's interested, humbling. Actually does mean something. It's very nice. But when it's consistent, where it's like, I just want to talk about Star Wars for 10 minutes. If you don't care, that's fine. But I want to talk about that for 10 minutes. You know, that kind of stuff, it just gets a little old, you know?
Well, I think part of it too is so like with, I honestly I don't think it's that petty, and I don't think that because your whole like, obviously you had like a giant, for like 2 months of just nonstop Arkham stuff. Had to take a break, and you've still been consistently putting out Arkham content for a long time. And we've already played through Asylum, played through City, we've now played through Origins. That's a lot of Arkham content. And Arkham Knight, it's the biggest undertaking of them all. Story length-wise, side mission-wise, everything. That's a lot of stuff for you not only to play, but then edit and watch all over again. After already having played the game, after already having done all of this with all the other stuff, talking about it, playing the other games, and you're like constantly getting asked about it. Not to mention all the videos that you'll do, like if you're just getting content and stuff to put in the background while you're talking about something related to Arkham. That's a lot of Arkham. So I don't think it's that crazy, no. I think taking a little bit of a breather once in a while and not playing Arkham. And then when you're excited to play Arkham Knight again, you can. And then it's just something that's like, you get excited, there's like a new game, say like you're getting excited for Gotham Knights and you want to play Arkham Knight for the channel. Cool. If not, whatever. But like, it should be something you're excited about, not you're forced to do. Because you play Arkham Knight now, you'll be so burnt out of Arkham.
Yeah.
Between editing that, talking about it, any news that comes out with Gotham Knights or Suicide Squad, Killer Justice League, I don't know. It's just a lot. It's a lot to ask.
Well, it just hits a point where, again, happy people are interested. I never want to come off as the guy who's like, don't be interested, because I feel like, one, that's career suicide. Two, it's mean. You know, like, I wouldn't want somebody, like, if I met Green Day, And I said, hey, would you ever go back to the lyrical style of American Idiot for another album, right? Let's say I said that. I wouldn't want them to be mad about it and be like, fuck you, man. You know, like, are you saying this isn't good enough? It's like, no, I really like that one.
No.
That's what I'm asking about. But if I met Green Day every day and they remembered me and I always asked about that one thing, that to me is kind of where it's like, okay, like, why am I pestering Green Day? That's a little different than being excited.
Sure.
You know, that's not being excited, that's just being annoying. That's the difference to me, you know? Where you cross the line of like, no, you're not just like good faith, like being excited. You want to be obnoxious till you get what you want.
Right.
It's like, I'm not saying this about everybody, but it is kind of like that toddler mindset of like, if I keep bothering so-and-so, they'll give me what I want eventually.
I'll get it eventually. Yeah.
That's not really a good way to go about it, I don't think, because there's a lot of people who just straight up will just say, well, I'm never doing that then. Because it's annoying and I don't want to deal with you.
Kind of out of spite almost,
and then they just don't like their audience at all.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get that, by the way?
I have no idea.
Like, I can't...
Can you go over to, like, so if you look, that tall one, you get, like, a big boost.
That is a good idea.
Dude, I'm so full of good ideas, and everyone knows it.
Full of it, maybe.
Hold on a second. You're up. Yes! Look at that, dude. Oh, I was gonna say, if you can't get it...
It was being disagreeable.
No, man, I think it's good to have those lines, to not be forced to do things like that when you don't want to. Like I said, there's been so much Arkham content on this channel, and you have what, more than 1,000 videos on this on the main channel? Probably.
Yeah.
I bet at least 1,000 videos on there. So like, there's so much content, with a large chunk of that being Batman and DC related. So obviously that's never going to be something that's not part of your channel. But
no, and I wouldn't want it to not be.
No,
I love that stuff.
But that doesn't also mean that you can't talk about something else and like enjoy something else. Because if you spent 1,000 videos strictly talking about Arkham, I don't even think the Batman Arkham Videos channel has 1,000 videos on there talking about Arkham or like Arkham gameplay or anything like that. And that guy doesn't even talk about Arkham. He just provides the content and shows you how to do the Riddler trophies and things like that. So my point is, it's a lot. It's a lot to keep track of. So what you need to do Arkham Knight when you want to, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's just too bad that people get so frustrated by it, you know what I mean? Like, they kind of take it personally. It's like, no, it doesn't mean I don't like Arkham Knight. It just means I want to get to it when I get to it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, imagine if we played this... Plus, this Let's Play, believe it or not, I understand people are going to say, like, it's not that great because we don't know where things are and stuff, and we're not the best at the game, slightly rusty, fine. But I think entertainment-wise, this Let's Play is more interesting than our City or Asylum ones. We're better at talking. We're better at making jokes. We're not afraid of everything. Like, back in the day, we used to be so afraid of, like, making a certain statement or joke that would, like, piss people off and, like, ruin the channel.
Yeah.
Or would, you know, come back to bite us in the ass now. Or, you know, anything like that. Or we were afraid, like, oh, man, if we say this, people won't watch anymore. We gotta, like, we can't say anything remotely political. I would say we're still not overtly political, but we can still talk about something if it comes up now, you know?
Right.
A lot of things we can talk about we never could have before, and I would argue that we've gotten smarter over the years. Even things like our understanding of how business works, or like our discussions about the DCAU. Those things, if you go back and listen to like our discussion on the DCEU with like Batman v Superman, like our original review of it, I'm not saying it's like necessarily wrong. I think we still both feel the same way, where we enjoy a lot of parts of the movie and think people were too hard on it. But our thinking has become way more nuanced and complicated over the years versus what it was. Like, we can admit, hey, look, I like this movie, but I don't like this. Or like, hey, listen, this thing's cool, but what about this? Or even, hey, I thought of this from a new angle that I wouldn't have thought of 2 or 3 years ago. Those are things that if we had done this Let's Play then, this Let's Play would not be as good. It would not be as high quality conversation. It would not be as high quality looking gameplay because it would be on the 360. I wouldn't have had my PC. What I'm getting to with all of that is, yes, I understand that you want things now, right? But you never know, like, maybe getting something now makes it not as good as it could be. You know, maybe that thing being rushed and coming out right now, whether it's a Let's Play from somebody you like or a video from somebody who's burnt out, but you just want to hear them talk about something one more time. Well, you know, what if you could hear them talk about it 30 more times, but, you know, they won't do that if they're burned out and they just go all in on it once or twice more. There's all kinds of stuff like that sometimes people taking breaks and waiting on stuff is a really good thing that not only helps them, but helps you get what you want too. Like, look at Dexter. Michael C. Hall was burnt out after season 8. You wouldn't get the new season if he didn't take his break. You know, look at Justice League versus the Fatal Five. You wouldn't have gotten a high quality story like that right after Batman and Harley Quinn, the movie. You know, sometimes waiting can be a painful thing, but actually very productive and good and cause better products to emerge, whether it's on a, you know, AAA scale or just two idiots talking about games in their house.
For sure. But yeah, and you see that now with, and you see that especially reflected in video games now, where you've seen a lot of rushed products get sent out when they shouldn't have. And then you've got a $60 product that you shouldn't have. Oh,
Stop a crime in each district, that was it.
Oh, that feels good. Wait, you completed the path?
Yeah, that one. That wasn't quite done, so this was the district we were missing.
Oh, that's so nice. But no, I mean, like, you see that all the time with games, too, and you see that people evolve and get better, and you see that in books with writing, that things will get better, especially if they take a little bit longer. You saw that with, like, for example, with Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling, she was rushed for a deadline for the 4th book, and, like, was up against a clock, hated writing that book because she had no time, was constantly worried about it. She told the publisher, I'm taking my time with 5. Like, there's no deadline. I'm gonna write this how I want to write it, when I want to write it. Mm-hmm. It was the longest book. She like took anger out on it and wrote 896 pages, and it was way longer. It was incredible. It was a great book, and so, like you said, sometimes waiting leads to a way better product, and that doesn't mean that like you said with our take on the Batman vs Superman movie. That was one of our first videos where it was like, oh, we have a couple thousand views on this. This is actually pretty cool. Like, people are interested in this. And it was exciting because, like, like, even back then, we were, like you said, we were a little bit scared to say certain things. We were worried about how it was going to be taken, and we're less so now. But, like you said, our views have changed. I think the way that we would play through Arkham Asylum now would be so much different than it would be when we originally played it. Same with City. Like, we would play through the game differently. We would talk about different things. And
pay attention to different things throughout the game. Like, hey, listen, I found this Easter egg. Not saying we didn't care at all, but I would say that we would have been less interested in that aspect of the game 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. You know, we would have just been like, oh, cool. Now it's like, oh, but dude, do you know about this lore thing? You know, that kind of stuff matters more to us. And taking our time and looking around and figuring things out and not getting so angry. I also think we used to get more mad in videos. Yeah. Like, do you remember even when this channel started, it was only like, what, a year and a half ago? Maybe, maximum, when we played Resident Evil. I guarantee if you played, and we're not going to, but if you played Resident Evil 1 with me again, you would have very different reactions to it now. I think you're probably more patient with stuff than you were.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I think that we would find some more enjoyment in certain aspects of the game. I think getting older is realizing that every year you're trying to be less of an idiot. And it doesn't mean you're ever fully getting there, right? And it doesn't mean you were ever wrong.
There's a good chance we both die as real big idiots, which is just fine.
And that's fine, but it's like as less of one.
Right.
You know? Like you have more informed takes. You're willing to take risks. Maybe you make a shitty, you know, insensitive joke once in a while, but it makes some people laugh and it's not really directed at anybody and you're not afraid of that. Maybe you are willing to speak up occasionally on something about real life that you think matters, and, you know, hopefully you are more educated than you were, you know, when you originally talked about that. Maybe people will disagree with you because maybe you are, you know, going out more on a limb and maybe you're talking about something that is a little more controversial or something. I'm not even just saying, like, we got edgy. That's not my point. My point is, like, I feel like we got less afraid to talk about things and think critically versus, like, I have to be funny every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, why not both? Why can't you have a discussion but also, you know, point out the fact that Chris Benoit is undisputed champion of his family.
And he died.
You know, why can't you do both?
And he'll never be beaten again.
Not by his family, that's for sure.
Gosh, dang it. But yeah,
It had to piss him off he missed that one kid.
wait, what?
I thought his one kid wasn't home.
No, he got them all. I'm pretty sure.
Wait, he did?
I'm pretty sure.
Look
yeah.
up Chris Benoit's son escaped. Or
What, like he ran out the back door? Is that what you're saying?
No. Like I thought one person was not home that day. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he got them and then that person came home and he got him too. In which case, his fighting record's a little less impressive.
I don't know. He's not a Hall of Famer in my eye. Let's see.
Like, it's a pretty cowardly move to pick people off. That's all I'm saying.
Let's see.
Hey, Jill, you can come in. We're about done. We're just finishing it up. Oh,
Let's see.
I'm putting us in a position where we can go into the steel mill for next time we record.
Guys!
Oh no! Oh no!
I got him!
Come on! Come on!
Oh, he did have multiple. I think he did have multiple children.
Did he only get one of them?
I think there is one of them that's still alive. Yep, there is. There's one of them that's still alive for sure.
So, like, I know
He's been in WWE interviews and stuff like that. He looks like a nice kid.
Wait, is he's still a kid?
Well, he's probably like 18 or 20 or something like that now.
So-
He looks a lot like his dad.
I hope I don't offend him.
No.
Or do you think he'd think it was funny? Like,
That's
he was pretty good, wasn't he, my old man?
It'd be tough to say.
He always got the drop on his opponents.
Oh my gosh.
I just don't know. I can't gauge what the reaction would
You'll have
be.
to ask him. You have to send him this video and see what he says.
I don't want to. That is like one of the things I'm afraid of. Is not like somebody like committing violence against me or you know, being upset, but that I physically hurt some specific person's feelings with a joke, and then I meet them someday and they say, "Man, that really bothered me."
Yeah, that's tough.
That is what I'm worried about.
Because you're really having to face it then. It's like, no, I promise I didn't mean it in a bad way. I was just trying to have a good joke, but, oh.
Because you know what
Why
I
are
mean?
you being a pussy?
Well, that's right. That's true. I should call him
punch
out.
them.
No, I should call him out to a wrestling match.
Oh my god.
What
Pretend like you
if,
never
what
did
if
it.
he has a family and someday late at night he hears a crash downstairs and he comes down and I am in a full like ninja get up and stuff in the corners and he just hears round 2. Do you want to be done?
Oh my god. Yeah, I think we did it.
I
think we ruined the channel.
I think we ruined Chris Benoit's son.
Gosh damn.
I think we did it. I think we managed to ruin the channel.
Oh my god.